know nobody's in here yet, but I'm going to get this video started anyway, so I know it's going to probably stay on my page. So as you guys come trickling in, of course, you know, I always say what up to you and all that good stuff. But this is part 2 of the Ask Me Anything series. This is more of the amp rack. Yesterday was kind of fun. There was a couple hundred people in here, so I figured, hey, we'll do it again. And then we'll go over the box. We'll go over the doors. Then we can go back over to the Tahoe. We can do this all the time. It's fun for me. But here we go. If you caught part 2, actually part 1 that had 2 sequences in it, then you kind of know where we're at. You can go back and look at that live stream from yesterday. But hey, what's up, Shannon? What's up, SP? How's it going, man? Yeah, so here we go again. This is continuing from yesterday's live stream, Ask Me Anything edition of my builds. I do this because a lot of people ask me questions that are actually in the video, and well, sometimes these videos go by, 7 years goes by or whatever. I forget how long this one's been. I could probably pull it up, but 6, 7 years goes by real fast, and these videos get buried in the dirt, and nobody really understands just how much work was put into them. So I'm going to show you, and we can talk about it. So, hey, what's up, SP? Hell yeah. Hey, I like doing the lives. So here we go. Bam.
So with all this stuff in the front looking good, I have the business end to take care of. It's not too bad. Everything's wound up. Everything's where it goes. I got a bunch of LEDs. I got to make sure that it's tucked away nice and clean. All the little modules.
See,
I got a bunch of
you look at the
remotes I got to run.
You look at this amp rack in my Escalade and all those little videos that I'm making bumping. Like, why does this guy keep bumping his beats and making videos? It's like, well, after the build is done, you got to enjoy it. And then if you know how much work was put into it, then you can appreciate it a lot more. There's a lot of stuff happening that people don't see unless they saw the build videos.
So, this is the plan.
Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's see if we can get more than 200 people in here today. And of course, we got my cool little intro. Now, these people, these are my partners, but they don't pay for any of this. They paid, they're partnered up with my website. So when you see that, that's me giving them
got a little relay box here, so I can actually shut the amps off when I need to. I don't need these big Class AB monsters on all the time. I'll be using this relay box right here in case I want to cut one of the amps off, and I'll also be using it to turn the LEDs on and off as well. Can't be using no toggle switch. You gotta do this shit right. So here's the factory boxes that come with these LEDs. They're just some Amazon specials.
Build custom amp racks.
They're cheap. They're easy to use. But I don't want these generic boxes just stuck to the side.
How's my voice right
We're gonna pull these things apart.
That sound okay?
We're gonna get down to the circuit board. We're gonna make like a little mount for them.
God damn. What's good, Lambert? All right, so you know when you buy LEDs, you get these little generic white boxes with all of them usually. I decided to just mod this up a little bit. My voice is low. Hold on. How about now? Is that better? How about now? How about now? Oh, the YouTube video is grinding me out. I'm sorry. Hey, good call, good call. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Yeah. Yeah, you guys just let me know because I can't tell. What's the benefits of using a relay? Well, you don't want to push a lot of amperage through a small wire, so you use the small wire that you have to trigger the bigger wire. So if you want to run a lot of power through something, you don't want to run a wire through a switch and have it just be a little thing. But you can use that little thing to turn on a big thing.
Boy, right there.
Basically.
KK whipping them out.
And there's different ways that you can use them to flip-flop wires and do door locks and things like that. You can work magic with these things if you know what your end goal is, what you need them to do. You can make them do just about anything with the right combo of wires. Yeah, look at all this little stuff that nobody even, if you didn't watch this and like write it down, you probably forgot that I did all this. The little details, people.
Gonna be much nicer than big ugly white boxes.
Oh, we got 88 people in here. I love it. You know I love it. Hey, what's up, Chinito from Fresno, California? What's happening? What's going on? Hey, thank you, Chinito. Right on. What up, Josh? Let's go.
I don't think I made it wide enough for those mounting holes, but...
And some of this stuff, I forgot why I did it. Like, I'm looking at this like, okay, why did I do this again? But there's a reason. There's a reason for everything. Yeah, it gets to be so long ago that I even don't remember some of the things. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And like I said in the last video, some things I go, ooh, I should have done this differently. So, yeah, so there's a lot of tedious little stuff happening here. I think what I did here was I just made a, okay, that little thing is, yeah.
One power wire.
So I don't have to run a bunch of power packs in the truck.
Now.
It's all just hardwired to the batteries. That's why I did all that.
Right here.
And then that little channel in there, in between all of them, was to run the wires so I could stick it to the acrylic.
Now, I haven't done a lot of talking about what the back of this thing looks like. It's a lot of work back there, the business end. There's a lot of wires going every single direction, and people form their opinions way before.
Okay, so if you guys look at this right here, we can do a little bit of explaining while I'm here. If you look down there, I don't know if you can see my arrow, can you? It's right here. These wires right here ended up getting another adapter, and I had to dig through my videos a little bit to find them. The adapters came during the middle of the box build, so it's they're not going to show up in this video, but I can show you what they ended up looking like right here. Okay, so those ended up.
Has some of these connectors on there.
I'm skipping.
These
this
are
little
Sky High Car Audio 1/0 to 2/0 adapters. But this little radius right here is a little aggressive. It looks good, I like it, but it comes out too far and it takes away space that I need, valuable space. It hits a seat and it chews up about 2 inches that I need.
So instead of these, which stick straight out, and it means I have to turn a 180-degree corner, I had my buddy Kong from Fast Precision make me these little 90s. So a little bit different, but of course, you know, these aluminum ones are just for practice.
Those are my
We got
pros.
copper.
Yeah.
Damn, look at that. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Kong. You're the man. I appreciate you, dude. Fast Precision, Sacramento, California. You want the best,
Okay,
you know who
right.
to get a hold of. So anyhow, let's put these things in there and see what a difference they make. As far as bending the
This is
block,
just a teaser.
big,
Then we're
thick
going
ass
back to
wire.
the video we were watching.
Now you might be wondering, why did I
Yeah.
jump straight from the box,
That box
right back to the amp rack in
Ignore
the
that
same
box you
video?
just saw. If you don't know anything
Well, the
about
answer
this.
to that is,
the box isn't built
when I
yet.
first fire this box up and I test it and I play
I'm
with
just
it and I
skipping
see
back
what it's
over
going
to
to
these
do,
little connectors.
I'm going to be playing off of this amp rack, not an amp on the bench like I typically would. There's no sense of putting an amp
So anyways,
on that test bench.
We'll get back to that because it's showing everything's going to be out of sequence. So anyways, those new connectors are going to have the amp. They're going to have the amps looking, or the wires coming down straight down into the blocks instead of turning that 180. It's going to be a lot nicer. So
Until I was actually ready to make a video of it. It's mostly tidy, it's mostly good to go. It does what it's supposed to do. It's all going to be hidden away. And I got a couple interesting little things that go with it. One thing I find interesting is...
yeah, it was, man. I was matching that day.
Me and these
I didn't mean to.
We're like 2 peas in a pod today, I guess. Shout out to Connected Clothing. Yeah. What can I say, man? Let's turn this thing around. I'll show you what the back looks like. Then we're going to put it on the bench and get these needles moving.
Yeah. Right now, yeah, ignore the bottom part, what you see right now, because it's going to change. See, as you're doing these builds, sometimes you look back and you go, okay, I know what I want to change.
We're good to go. We got tweeters.
Okay, so
we got 3s. We got
If you don't know
6.5s.
about that either, we're going to go ahead and take my face off of here, and I'll explain to you what's going on just a little bit. Let's see this little, all right. Okay, so as you can see, each amp has its own wire. So we got 12 gauge on the 12 gauge Sky High OFC on the 3-inch mids, and the tweeters, 10 gauge on the 6.5s, 8 gauge on the subs, and homemade RCAs. They're custom fit. So
We got subwoofers.
and they're all going. Every one of those has its own
Subwoofer
channel
wire
too.
right here. We got my bass knob ready to go. We got the LED boxes, those little cheap little white boxes. They've been hardwired. Got this remote control box right here. Of course, I have a lot of remotes and a lot of stuff, so I have a relay
so that
wired
right
into
there
the system.
It's a lot of work, and it's just
Same thing
just a
over
relay.
here. We got
but
the
I got it
subwoofer
doing
wire,
all kinds of things.
mids, highs, tweets, all that stuff.
It's a
We got
relay
one little
on a
blue
relay
remote.
box.
This right here turns everything on. Obviously, as soon as that thing sees power, everything's going to turn on. So we'll do that real quick.
Here we go. And keep in mind that DM810 by Audio Controls at the top. That's going to be white in the next
Just
episode
gotta
or
hook
two.
this 810 up to my
It
laptop.
changes while the box
there.
is being built also.
Send all the crossovers. Gonna leave everything flat until I get it in the vehicle, but at least I'll have everything crossed over. Every channel doing what it's supposed to
So
do.
we're bringing optical in from the front.
And then we're gonna get these needles
From
moving.
Yep.
And of course, since I'm using optical in, I'm gonna have to get optical from somewhere. I could use the
Okay,
RCAs,
so
but
basically I used a it's a Nav TV GM 650 or 650 GM or something like that, and that's how you get the optical from this Escalade out. So basically it takes the factory radio and gives it a super clean flat signal that you can manipulate later on your own, but it comes in perfect and clean. It's going to plug right in here obviously to the little toss link, and then from there RCA's out to the amps.
but they're not going to be
Hey, what up,
activated.
Sean?
So I got an idea. You know all about this, right? Got my iTunes right here, and this old monitor has optical out. So
Oh yeah, I forgot I did that.
It's going up into that screen with an
So I
HDMI
use this
port,
mixing this
and then it's coming
my
out
pro audio
here.
setup
So how
for
convenient.
my
What a great test
8-foot
bed.
towers, if you remember those.
So we're gonna bring this over. We're just gonna temporarily plug it in. Now the Caddy's got the Nav TV GM650
There it is, the
already in and
GM650.
ready to go with optical out, and that's what's gonna happen. As soon as it's in the vehicle and it's ready to play, the optical cable is gonna come to the back and do exactly what we're doing. But for right now, we're just plugging it in off the bench.
Yeah,
and
so I
see
got
if we can
optical on
even
my
get it
bench
to
coming
activate,
off of that
get some
monitor,
sounds coming out
but
of it.
only because I've got an Apple Mac Mini running that entire rack of amps right there. So it's kind of cool how it's set up. But yeah, I was happy to have that because then I could do some testing. You want to make sure this shit works before you put it in the car sometimes. Sometimes you don't have a choice.
All right, we got the laptop ready to go. Just gotta plug in this little USB. This is just temporary, so. Audio control
The
is on.
SMD
Fired
fuse
up, ready
blocks,
to go.
SMD ground bars,
Got this little app.
full block. What up, Derek? Thank you, man. Thanks, Heavy. Right on. Glad to see you back. You know what? I don't know anything about a Scat Pack. I'm sorry, man. I wish I could help you. You want to go to your local stereo shop? They know all about those cars. I've never
So
touched
long
one.
story short, just to make sure
I'm
I had
sorry,
this
man. I
right
wish I could help you,
before I
bro.
started this video.
I'm sure they have
I already went
something
in
to
here and started
integrate.
playing with it. So I'm gonna go in here and show you a
These
couple
new cars
things the
these
way
days.
it's set up right now. It's just basic crossovers, no tuning. Everything's completely flat. I just had to get
So
all the
new cars
crossovers.
these days, you don't really go and buy a. Well, I guess you're doing that. Oh, I bought the Alpine Halo 11. Okay, so that's an aftermarket deck, right? I don't even know that much about that because I don't buy those. I just integrate with my factory stuff lately. But yeah, I don't know that much about those cars, man. Yeah, some local shops ain't that great. I don't know. There's a lot of shops out there that shouldn't be shops, but that's for someone else to decide.
Crossovers doing what they do, going to the right channels, and now that they are, I can show you exactly what's happening with this system. So optical only comes in on channels 7 and 8, so that's what I'm using, and it's called Nav TV output because, well, it's coming in off the Nav TV GM650, and then here we go with channels 1 and 2, tweeters, 3 and 4 are my 3-inch mids, 5 and 6 are my 6.5s, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all subs. They're all individual channels. I didn't want to run a bunch of Y adapters. That's the only reason I didn't just put them all on 10 or something like that. I could have easily done that, but it looks better populating all the RCAs and no Y adapters. They're all identical, so we're good to go.
What's up, Brian? What up, Nick?
If you're familiar with my channel, you're well aware that I can't do any copyright music on this channel for longer than like 2
We're going
seconds, or
straight to
else
some
I'm
Pantera.
gonna get popped for it. But this is all my favorite type of stuff right here, and since it's only gonna be needles right now, we can go ahead and play it.
My
Let's see
favorite
if we
part
get
about
those
these
things
amps
jamming.
is
All right,
VU DINs that are on
play
the front.
time.
Now, if you
Turn the
look,
volume
you
up
can
a little
see
bit.
all the individual channels.
Uh-oh, we got needles. Well, so much for silence in here. We got machines
the
running all
machines
day
kind of
long.
ruin my videos sometimes.
So I'll just explain to you guys what's going on here. What we have here is channel 1 and 2, left and right tweeters. Channel 3 and 4, left and right threes. Channel 5 is the left 6.5. Channel 6 is the right 6.5. And of course up top we got these right here. We got 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7, 8, 9, and 10 again are identical. But all these things are playing their own frequencies right now. You can see we got sounds coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up this little coaxial speaker real quick and see if we got sound.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm seeing if I got mid where mids are supposed to be, tweets are tweeting, and bass is bassing. Make sure my crossovers are working.
So this is not gonna sound awesome. I just want to see if the
See?
frequencies
Look
sound
at me.
right.
Mr. Consistent
It's only
again.
a coaxial, and it's only gonna be playing a portion
all these years
of the
later, I'm saying the same
four-way
shit
signal
before I
that's
say
coming
it.
through. So we got tweeters, we got 3-inch mids, and we got 6.5-inch mids, and we also got subwoofers. So we'll start out and see if the tweeters are tweeting.
Yep,
Sounds like
tweeters
they're
tweeting.
Wow, they're tweeting. I love it. All right, let's see about the 3-inch mids.
Yep. Yep. They're starting to mid.
All right, let's see about these 6.5.
6.5.
Oh yeah. Oh dude.
So you add all those together and you get beautiful sound.
We got
If
the
you don't know that.
subwoofers, too.
So
I'm probably gonna break that speaker if I hook it up to this right now. It's playing, but we know that it's working because I can see the needles moving.
there we go. Start adding them together. Oh yeah, see, it doesn't sound good because it's crossed over. And I have, no, there's the tweeter.
It's all working perfect.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not love that? How can anybody player hate on that? If you hate this, you're a straight player hater. You don't even gotta like me, but how can anybody hate that? I don't. I like it.
All right, it's all working great. Time to shut this off for the time being and open up some subwoofers.
Oh,
Let's
yep.
see what we're working with over here. Oh, I got some new mids and eyes too. It's gonna be on.
Yep, here comes the 415s that I never used because I ended up doing
Here, make
612s.
it work in the
But we'll
dark
show
so I
them
can
to you
make
guys
good videos.
anyways. I still have them too.
Brando,
Or did I open the
Brando.
612s here?
will I cut the lights back on?
Is it the 15s or the 12s? Because I don't
It's
think
all
I
you,
even
man.
opened the 15s. Maybe I opened one of them. I don't remember.
Sorry,
I
homie.
immediately changed my mind before I even
He's all mad 'cause he's working my
did anything,
skylight.
so. I was making everybody work in the dark. Right on, Shannon. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, here we go. Unboxing the 612. One of them foggy days at the shop. Oh, right on, Looky Lou. I hope I was able to compare. But to be honest, like some of those big shows like that, Slamology, I don't know, I've never been there before, but I'd imagine like every other car is like a 6th order bandpass wall. And it's hard to like have a regular system and be at a show like that. I mean, I wouldn't call this a regular system, but I'm talking about something that's not 6th order bandpass walls.
They're finally
So,
here. The SMD SK1 steak knives. Get
hey,
yours at
and I love me a wall.
WCCarRider.com.
I currently own 2 vehicles with a wall in them.
Oh, subs are
So,
here too.
No hate against walls. It's just, oh, there's my baby.
What are you doing? Go.
Yep, There's my 12s.
These came all the way from Denmark.
Had to wait for him to get here from Denmark.
2 of these came from Denmark. The other 4 came from Sky High, Sparks, Nevada. He ran out.
Okay, so some of them came from Denmark, some of them came straight from Sky High. Dang, that is a lot of boxes. I forgot about that.
Dude.
Another box? Are you serious right now? No way.
Alright, that's not a box at least. So there's 1, 2, 3 boxes. And so, oh,
Look at these subwoofers, man. These B2 audio subs are a thing of beauty. If you haven't seen these, then you gotta see them. Sorry about the CNC machines. Fuckers are heavy.
That's really deep in that foam, so.
Man, I love these woofers so much. Oh man, look at that.
Oh, that thing.
Hey, thanks Jose, I appreciate you, man. Much love, right back to you. Oh, you're getting that Silverado, huh? Hell yeah. It's double cab, not crew cab. It's alright. That means you can put a box back there and no one can complain.
So I really got a box of all 6 of these for you guys to get the idea. Man. Well, that's what time lapse is for. Ready?
Yeah, let's open these bad boys up. With a funky beat.
Damn, they x-rayed this thing. Decided to keep them for a couple extra days. I can't blame them.
I can do a recap on everything.
I probably
like
would
this
too.
Look at those
Still
12s
got here
though,
really
you guys.
fast from Denmark though. So this is pretty much it right here. 6 Rampage 12s. Power handling about 3,000 watts a piece, although they'll be underpowered. It's okay. They're never gonna break that I know of. So beautiful.
In hindsight, I probably should have just done 2 12s or 4
These are some of the most
for the kind of
stunning
system that these are in,
I've
but
ever seen.
I couldn't stop myself.
I don't just say that.
I was designing the box, I was like, oh, I got this
And
many
they're
cubes.
perfect for this build.
Let me do
Look at
this.
these damn beauties.
Oh man, if I do this, I
I
get
wanna
2
call
more in
them
there. Before you
beasts,
know it,
but
it was
they're so
6.
beauty.
I didn't want to do a whole 415s, so I backed it down and did 6 12s instead.
I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's a perfect match for the amps. This is going to get interesting real soon.
Yeah, those wires get fixed later. I'm not thrilled with those wires shooting out and then curving back, so those do get fixed. If you're just now joining me, those do get fixed in the coming next episodes. But there's no manual that teaches you how to do this. You just go and you look and you go, oh shit, alright, I'm gonna fix that. Or you just let it ride, whatever.
The best part is this is almost done. Everything's self-contained right now. I just got to give it a little bit of signal and give it some juice from the alternator and build a box. But yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The amp rack is done. How many of you guys want to run through the subwoofer build, the box build videos? We can do that too, because those are coming next. Those are the next videos in line.
Just stupid. I got half of them on the back of the caddy in.
What
and
made me
slide
not
this
go
amp
with
rack
18s?
in and put
I have
these
18s
12
in
the
my
back and just lift
Tahoe
it out.
already.
I'm gonna do it.
I want to do something different.
So in case you're new to my channel and you don't know why I did all that stuff in white and black and copper and stuff, well, this is the reason why.
Yeah.
If you're
Trying to
not
make
new,
it all
you already
match,
know,
you know what I
but
mean?
if you're just now tuning in, pretty much have everything
That's
white
why
and
I
black
did everything the way I did it.
turbos
I have a plan. A master plan.
and everything else that's underneath here.
White, black, everywhere. Hey, I've even got new Forgiato 28s since then. These 28s are on my Tahoe right now. Yeah, thanks Shannon Ferguson, appreciate that, man. Hey, thanks Brian. So that's a small little perspective of the size of the amp rack when it's in the vehicle. So those are all excess power Titan 8 14-volt batteries in the back. They charge it, you can charge them to 17, but they charge it 16.4, 16.5 in my system because the amps don't like anything higher than that. I'm not worried about the Astrovan being a thief magnet anymore because I moved and my Astrovan doesn't. It's not when I do something to it, which I'm going to soon. You're not gonna. No one's gonna see it unless I bring it out.
Mostly.
It won't be out in front of my house no more.
All right.
Dude, look at that fit.
Let it.
Good. Yeah, those little guys are heavy, man. They're at least, they gotta be 100 pounds, at least. So right about now, I'm thinking to myself, what in the hell am I gonna do? I don't think I had the box designed yet. I just knew that I could probably fit them in here somewhere.
Something like that. So this is the official plan, 612s. Don't know what I'm doing about the box yet. I got some ideas. Got to think about it for a little bit. But it'll definitely happen real soon.
Of course. They're underpowered though. If I tripled the power, they would hold their own really good. They already do. They slap.
So that's about it for this video. I got a lot of thinking to do as far as this box is concerned. I got to get some wires over from the alternator up front.
Hell yeah, Sean.
Back to the back here. I got to do some trickery to make this truck not flip out when it sees something higher than 16 volts. It looks like we're gonna put.
We got Cousin Tooth in the motherfucking house.
This system.
What up, Tooth?
Subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification
I see you.
button and don't miss out on this. That is
hey,
if you
me
like
and Tooth go back
the way I do.
30 years. Actually, 40 years. Okay, so hey, I mean, we can jump straight into the next video. If you guys want to, we can do one more before we call it a night. See where we're at. You guys want to stick with me for a little bit? We can do it. We got 112 people in here. I say we do it. So, what do we got here? Okay, so this is the, one second, I want to make sure I got the right video, because where to do this? Okay, so
out, and then my wire curls all the way around.
Here we go. What I didn't want to do is the next video in line inside this playlist was a live stream. So I'm not gonna live stream a live stream. So I just was trying to skip over that. So this right here, well, I wonder if I should run this right now because I feel like I should shut this live feed down and then start it up again because now we're talking about the box build and it's a whole new subject. So you know what? I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. Yep. I don't want to cut this live stream off right this second, but I think that in order to keep the sequence proper, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down, and we'll restart it again with the new box thing here in about, let me see, it's 6:50. Give me about 10 minutes, and I'll have it all fired right back up again. So in the meantime, hang tight, and I'll be right back. Thanks for joining me.